What's up, Ape Nation? It's your boy Phil for real, and so I want to talk directly to my video game apes that's been probably watching this and probably wondering what some of the other apes' opinions are on this. And so, here I am. So I've been watching this, and y'all already know how I feel about, what I feel will be game of the year, but I want to just definitely discuss it. But here's my thing. At first, I didn't like Game Awards because of the way that Ghost of Tsushima was robbed. But, and most of you out there might be like, but The Last of Us 2 was a really great game. And it's like, hey, kid, you really probably need to wake up and realize that was the year of the pandering, the thing that you call woke. That's probably the year of that. It was a lot of pandering. Especially by Naughty Dog, especially by the critics and stuff like that, and many people that were gamers of that game, some people really liked it. They thought it was really great, and I thought it was okay, but at the same time, it wasn't beating Ghost of Tsushima. Some people was like, come on, Ghost of Tsushima was not only well put together, it was a really, really awesome game. The replay factor was there. You wanted to replay it all the time, which is why you have it as one of your most anticipated games of 2025, Ghost of Yotei, next to Grand Theft Auto 6. I understand those elements as well, so I get that. But the only thing is, you're gonna have to show some respect to Ghost of Tsushima. I can still play this game right now, and it still looks amazing. I'm playing the director's cut. It's great. It's just hours on end, fun, samurai fun. I get it. It's not as, all the elements that you might want, but it's definitely everything I need in the game. But every gamer was playing it. They came out with multiplayer before Last of Us 2 did. So I'm just saying, quick rant. Anyways, now I got a message for all of you PC gamers out there that's doing your best to avoid talking about how great this game is, because it's obvious that you have, some sort of ill will towards this game. And I am not, trying to point out single individuals who I see, but I can definitely tell, that a lot of you out there are, doing your best to avoid how great this game is, because, you have your favorite games, and that's understandably so. That's understandable. But keep in mind that this is about the best game, right? The best, the creme de la creme of games, right? This is what we have to understand, that, you can have your favorites. It doesn't mean that you can go on YouTube and, hey, this is my favorite. No, listen, Astrobot is definitely everybody's game right now. I don't think you understand that. Some of you out there is like, really not getting it. And it's okay. You just want to, showcase your favoritism. So fuck it. I'll showcase favoritism mine. How about that? So in my opinion, Astrobot is the game of the year. It should be winning by a landslide. That's my prediction. My prediction for the game awards is that Astrobot wins by a huge landslide, and it's going to make all these YouTubers mad. They're going to be like, why didn't this game win? It didn't even qualify for this and this and that, blah, 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 blah. Bro, listen, Astrobot came in like a freaking, I don't know what to call it, but it came in, and it's making you respect it, because you can't mention it that much. So if you mention it, you're giving it more praise. I get that. But at the same time, this game was it's dominated, man. It's done. The game was already done. The game is done. The game is done. The game was done even when the trailer came out. When the trailer came out, and people that already knew, they knew. This is why I get it. Why I understand why people don't want Elden Ring DLC in the. I understand that. You don't want it in there because it's a DLC. Now imagine if Astrobot, right, was an entire DLC from Astro's Playroom. Can you imagine everybody's head blown off and it made game of the year because everybody liked the way it looks, they like the way it feels, they like the way it plays, they like the way that they could use the controller many different ways. It makes you feel like you're actually playing with a toy, a video game. It makes you feel like all of that in one game. So, yeah, that's just my feelings and my thoughts on that, because I just know that, this is going to be one of those games that just shuts it down for everybody. So that's why I voted for best family game. That's why I voted for best action adventure game. That's why I voted best audio design. That's why I voted best score and music. That's why I voted best art direction. That's why I voted best game direction. And that is why I voted for it to be game of the year. Yeah, that's the way I voted. And keep in mind that, it's a vote, right? And so it's my opinion, it's my thoughts, just like every other YouTube video that I see has your opinion, your thoughts, your analysis, and what you believe to be true. So these are my thoughts. And, and my experience, I see the other games, Balatro, I get it is a poker game. So somewhat, but it's like, oh, once you hit it, like it's like a line of cocaine, you can't stop playing. True enough, if you're into poker, but unfortunately, I'm a parent that's not into poker, so I wouldn't even play that game like that. And I saw Elden Ring, I saw Black Myth Wukong. Black Myth, okay, here's the thing about Black Myth. I get it. It is an indie game. All of you out there are trying to, say, hey, indie games are better than you corporation games. Unfortunately, you're getting beat by a corporation game that actually was finished and actually looks great, actually has swagger, actually has like everything we want in the future. A cool ass, robot Mario looking thing. Like, it looks really cool. It's a bot. Like, and it does multiple things. You got multiple enemies out there. And, the best part about this, and some of you are probably going to be like, oh, audio design. Ugh. Why would you say that? Listen, notice that there's no actual speaking in this game. There's only like, and you know what they're saying. Like, that's the crazy part about this game is like, you could literally understand like the way. That's why I said best game direction. Any game that wins best game direction should win game of the year. So, and I get it with, many people say, but Elden Ring looks great. But see, here's the thing about Elden Ring. Okay. Now, nominating a DLC, okay, only means that other games that won game of the year will just make DLCs and attempt to win game of the year again. That's all it does. All you're doing is basically saying, hey, you don't really need to actually have a totally separate game. You need to be making sure that you're doing a DLC and then try to woo your audience. And if it's great, then it's the game of the year. And it's like, but in order to like actually play this 2024 game, I have to go back in 2022. Or 2023, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you're telling everybody. So it's like, nah, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go and respect what came out this year, what was marketed for this year, what was, the whole 9 yards, and that's why Astrobot is going to win in a huge landslide. And some of you out there are, not understanding, or you are understanding. You're just respecting your competition, and so you could disagree. Great, I get it. I understand, all of your arguments out there. But however, Astrobot is a completed game, literally finished. I just did the update to it to where I could play in like the racing and the time trials. Oh my gosh, people, ladies and gentlemen, this game is phenomenal. It makes you want to go back in and just run around. You don't have to do much. You can just have fun and just punch things and break things and build things and, do all sorts of things. Even as parents, as adults, this is where it's hitting. This game is hitting right now. And so, you have to understand the replay value of this game is going to be the reason why. Just like I was telling everybody that the replay value of It Takes Two is just like Astrobot right now. The replay value was phenomenal because the game was not only finished, it looks great. It looks completed. It looks like there's not going to be like lagging issues with this game. And it's fun, and you're solving puzzles, and your kids enjoy it, and everybody's having a good ass time. And so, I totally understand everybody else is saying, hey, this game, it grabbed me and it made me feel this way. But I'm saying though, like, the game that actually is, to me, is going to swag it out and smack a lot of you across the face is the PS5 Astrobot. And that's just what it is, and some of you out there are not going to like it because you're like, but why won't you think about, Final Fantasy, and why won't you think about, this game? It's like, you have to understand, I'm an OG PlayStation gamer. Okay, OG. That means I was damn near an adult when that console came out. Okay, I'm an arcade connoisseur. Okay, but keep in mind that I'm looking at the whole entire value of this game. I'm looking at the entire elements. I'm not looking at just one thing. Okay, what about what's the other game? Magnificent. I forget what it's called, but it's one of those games. You have to understand, I'm not into anime like that either. I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm not really into that type of gameplay. I've seen it. There's nothing innovative about it. There's only you could literally play Persona 5 and you're basically getting the same thing. What is something new? What is something different? What is something unique that the players could say, damn, every time I play this game, it feels like I'm in a total different world than the world that I'm in right now. That's the type of feeling that you want to give out when you're giving out when you're attempting to be game of the year. So It Takes Two, when that game came out, it gave that feeling. When Ghost of Tsushima came out, that game gave that feeling, but it got robbed. It got robbed, okay? Because Ghost of Tsushima made me feel like I was a samurai, because I didn't want to feel like a freaking Walking Dead shooting zombie stud. I did not. That's not the feeling I was going for. I wasn't going for that, okay? I'm going for, am I going to be a ninja? Okay, yes, I can be a ninja. All right, cool. I'm going to be a ninja. But also, Baldur's Gate, that's a cool game everybody's loving, right? Not my cup of tea, but I understood why it won. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like that game was finished. It had a huge fan base. Cool, I get it. Everybody played it damn near the whole year of 2023. So understood, why that game won Game of the Year. And I get it. A lot of people not wanting Elden Ring, or wonder why Elden Ring is in there. But yeah, I get it. It's like, hey, we don't have enough. I mean, you had plenty of games. You had basically certain games that I felt like, that should have been up there. But, it is what it is. But I do know the game that I know is going to destroy and shut shit down is Astrobot. Like, it's just, in my opinion, a lot of you PC gamers out there want to, try to protest with the console. You have war with the corporations. I get that. I understand that, and I respect that. However, this game right here, woo! This game right here, man, amazing.